In this video, we'll cover how to run Scikit-Learn functions using UnifyML SQL, specifically focusing on Stochastic Gradient Descent (SGD Regression). Here, we run Scikit-Learn's SGD Regression using UnifyML query. Let's dive into this simple implementation of SGD regression with UnifyML SQL. Start by specifying your input table and the required input columns, followed by the target column that you want to predict. You can save the model for future predictions by setting the Save Model parameter to true. There are many more parameters for Scikit-Learn's SGD regression that you can explore in the UnifyML documentation. To partition your data, mention the partition column. If you need to change the data types of any columns, use the Input Data Types parameter. Max iterations and alpha values can be set as needed, where alpha is the constant that multiplies the regularization term. You can split the data into training and test sets, specifying the training data value, and the remaining data will be treated as the test set. To optimize the model, you can apply Hyperparameter Tuning using either GridSearchCV or RandomSearchCV. You can also specify parameters like max iterations, regularization parameters, parallelism, and the number of partitions. For data cleaning, 4 methods are available: remove rows, remove duplicates, remove outliers, and fill missing values. If you want to replace null or change data values, use the Fill with Values option. For scaling, 4 methods are available: MinMaxScaler, StandardScaler, Normalizer, and Binarizer. For MinMaxScaler, specify the minimum and maximum scalar values. If your data is cached, use the input cache ID instead of the input table name. Adjust the bytes per chunk parameter as necessary. These are all the input arguments for SGD regression. Run the query, and it will execute in the backend of the UnifyML server. The output will include the MSE, MAE, RMSE, our superscript 2 values, accuracy, intercept, and the coefficients for each column, as well as the saved model name. Next, let's look at how to make predictions using Scikit-Learn SGD regression with UnifyML query. To predict, provide the input table and specify the saved model name. As with the training phase, you can adjust parameters such as the partition column and input data types. For data cleaning and scaling, use the same methods as during training. If the input data is cached, refer to the input cache ID. You can save the predicted output to the database by specifying the Save to DB option and the output table name. If the output table already exists, you can overwrite it by setting the Overwrite Output Table parameter to true. You can also save the predicted output to a CSV file by using the Save to CSV option. Once you run the prediction query, the output will be generated, including both the input columns and the predicted target column. This is how you can apply Scikit-Learn SGD regression to any regression dataset based on your model and prediction needs. Thank you for watching this video.